Okay, let's see how we do tonight. I'm a little tired, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay on here, but I'll only stay on for like 20 minutes. Figure I can do that much. Ugh, God. These last few days have just been exhausting, man. It's only gonna get worse. Tomorrow's the big day. That's a big, long, busy day. I can't say I'm excited for it, but at least I'm making money. Better than nothing. Okay. And we got one YouTube short doing really well right now, so that's pretty good news. I like that news a lot. I'm gonna do a thing. Hey, Arca, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What have you been up to? Good to see you. I missed you. I assume you got a busy life, as everyone does right now, but still, I appreciate making the time. Yeah, I know. Well, to be fair, I just started like less than 2 minutes ago. And secondly, I don't know. YouTube is being weird about when it notifies people of when I go live. And I don't know. Everyone's just gotten busy. Or maybe not. That's the reason. I don't know exactly why. But it's been kind of slow the last couple weeks. Yeah, like that's okay. Realize more like one-on-one time, basically. With the people that do come in. But ever since, like, YouTube changed its algorithm or something, like, late last year, and it just kind of fucked a lot of people like me over. That's what I learned anyway, because I did do some research into it to figure out, like, what the hell happened. And it turns out I was not the only one where YouTube just very abruptly cut off, like, the short stream lives. Don't know why they did it, but they did it. And, you know, it is what it is. It's been quite a few months. I've gotten used to it. And luckily, a lot of the other videos we're doing right now are doing better than expected, which means we don't need it as much. Which is good. Very good. That's kind of what we're hoping to get to eventually. Boo, oh, what? Okay, now I got it. I gotta say hi to her right now, man. I've been around so fucking much the last couple weeks. I've had like no rest. Like I basically just have a bottle of water for a lot of the days, and that's it. No, that's not true. I'm exaggerating. But my water bottle is leaving my side right now because I have to kind of stay hydrated all the time, which we all should do. I see you found the button. I do not see said button. I cannot say hi to myself. Or can I? We shall see. So I would access my own live. And I will use that to determine if I can, in fact, say hello to myself. Can I? Where's the little hi button? Use a different account? Yeah, that's probably true. Hold on. Now I'm determined. I will go on to a different account, and there I will be able to do the magic thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stay on for a little while, but I'm gonna stay. Tonight might be a short one, just because I had a long day today. I got a longer day tomorrow. And I'm gonna be honest, I am stressing, I'm sweating, I am doing all the things to just survive the daily routine. Or, not really daily routine, just more recent events. Okay, here we go, different account, we're gonna go live, we're gonna click the live. And see what it does. It will not let me click the live for some reason. Where's Bree? She's asleep right now. Yeah, I mean, we're both grinding as much work as we can get, trying to keep our heads afloat as much as possible, but it's been fucking hard. And we're struggling, but we're doing our best. But yeah, right now things are very peculiar. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, I still don't see no hi button. I think YouTube's on to me. Yeah, because right now she's struggling to get hours for work. I'm struggling to get hours and get like enough money to pay my bills and all that stuff. And I just had to fork over $1,600 to cover my. Do your roommate move out? He did. Yeah, which has been nice. It's kept things quieter, I should say. Unfortunately, we're not completely out of the woods yet. We still got other stuff I need to sort through and stuff I need to figure out. Like I just had to fork over $1,600 today to cover the other half of the security deposit, which I had to take out a loan to even get, because otherwise I wouldn't have money for rent next month. So I mean, I made it deliberately small so I'd actually get it this time, as opposed to when I try to go for like go for broke and just could not get it. Hey, fish cake, how you doing? I also had to reset up the internet and help with the cleanup, or at least facilitate the cleanup, deal with the miscellaneous bills, just generally just had to fucking move everything around. Not to mention it's close to the end of the semester where I work, so I've had to I've been busier and busier over there, which is good because of money, but also bad because I haven't had any time to sleep or not sleep well. And then on top of that, I gotta come home and I gotta read the books I do for the video series and make sure that's written and at least one is done. Typically by the end of the day, most days of the week. Even today, after having to I'm working from 9 to. It was 9 to 3, but then I ran 2 hours of errands. So I'm counting that as 8 hours. And I had to immediately go on there and record a script I wrote last night, even though I was tired then too, because I knew I was not gonna have the ability to record write one today. I just wasn't gonna have the energy, and I was right. But I still had to record and edit, which is its own thing. What is this number you're giving to me right now? $6,673.25. Or why did I say dollars? I just assumed dollars. Anyway. Are you asking me to do the maths? Because I can do the maths. Alright. What is it? 6673. Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that in my head. Point. Even if I could, I don't want to. Times 12. It is 8. I get it now. I get why you made me do the thing. It spells boobs. Very nice. Classic. Classic. I see we got quite a few people here right now. Are those me? I can't tell if those are me or not. It might be me. I just got back from camp. Oh yeah? How was that? Indeed, Illinois. Indeed, boob. But it doesn't spell just boob. It's spelled boobs with an S. That looks like a 5. How you doing, Illinois? Yeah, so how was camp? What kind of camp was it? Was this basic or lawn and good? There's a joke you made there, but I'm not gonna make it. I'm better than that. Anyway, well, I'm glad you had a good time. I was never one for camp when I was a kid. I didn't want to do it. And thank God my parents never sent me up for Boy Scouts or anything like that, because I would have hated it. I think it's pronounced Leonie, possibly. Yeah, that makes sense. I think my dad sent me to golf camp one year because he really wanted me to be the golfing son, and I fucking hated it. Have you seen Cloud Atlas? I have seen Cloud Atlas, actually. Leonie? Let's call you Raven. I watched it a long time ago. I remember reading that up being a weird-ass movie back then. And it was also the one where they made Hugo Weaving do Yellowface, which kind of was squishy, but you can't blame the fucking Wachowski sisters for not shooting for the fucking moon. average person activity. Yeah, right. My dad was definitely upper middle class growing up, and he loved golfing. He would wake me up at the ass crack of noon, or like ass crack of dawn, to go to the driving range. And I went with him, because it made him happy, and I wanted to make him happy, but I sucked. I'm the only person I know to this day who's ever hit himself in the face with his own golf ball, which in a weird way is impressive. It's kind of like some of the times I believe my life is a real life Donald Duck cartoon or some shit. Especially since I've actually gotten into fights with cabinet doors that I could easily just have solved if I just moved the thing that was blocking it out of the way, but instead I kept pushing it because I was too stubborn. Leonie. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Leonie. I'm still gonna stick with Raven though. I feel like that's less likely for me to make a mistake on. Golf bounce physics. Yeah, it was weird because it was all those little rubber tees. I don't know if you guys actually go to golf courses or anything like that, but they have in the driving range usually these little rubber tees you put your ball on, and if you have it a little too high, and you swing right under the ball, apparently what happens is that ball will fly up in a vertical range, hit you square in the face, land on the ground, and roll right back right next to the rubber tee in the span of 5 seconds before you even realize what happened. And it is rough. It is rough, my friends, let me tell you. For 9, 10-year-old me, it was a journey. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing today? I don't know. Yes, thank you for the smiley faces, people. I appreciate you all. Bear with me as I work through the exhaustion of the week and prep for more. And I don't want to just bitch about that all day. I'm just right now, everything I've been doing has taken up my sole focus, and it's hard to see past it right now. But figure it out. I always do. Just try to keep moving forward as much as I possibly can. And lately I've been stuttering more, which I'm not crazy about. It's like suddenly my brain comes flooded with different thoughts and it has a hard time picking which one to send out. It's not comfortable to me. What was I doing? I was doing a thing. Interesting. Okay. But yeah. Golf is a weird, dumb sport that takes up way too much real estate. And we'd much better served being literally anything else. Mike Tyson, no, we got golf Balson. I'm going to go to NAYC, North American Music soon. Oh, that's neat. What's that? I would like to know. That sounds interesting to me. Could have gone on one of the cool camps, but no, I went to go to fucking golf camp. Sorry, no, I'm still bitter. Years later, I'm still bitter. I shouldn't be, but I know I am. Huge balls. I'm sure Golf Balson does have pretty huge balls. That does seem to match with the description. I'm trying to think. I'm finally going to San Diego next month. Kind of hell or high water kind of situations. I know I'm broke, and I know probably shouldn't be doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because I deserve to be fucking happy for once. Nah, it's dramatic, but you know what I mean. But anyway. I guess it's better to look at the news right now. The news right now is depressing as shit. For those who don't in the States, yeah, we're kind of looking at another pointless conflict in the Middle East. Not crazy about that. Have you read The Glass Scientist? It's free. I have not read The Glass Scientist. Is that like a comic or is that like a book? What's it about? Tell me more about these glass scientists. Mint conference, not music, is where a bunch of Christians, the North American, gather all around to have a church conference. Things like a lot of people. All right, well, again, as long as they're not hurting anybody, I don't really care. In the original Marvel comic continuity, during the Infinity War series, how many gems did Adam Warlock possess before the gauntlet was fully assembled by Thanos, and which specific gems? Well, I know that. I know he has the Soul Stone in his head. That's kind of one of the big things about Adam Warlock. Did he have any others? I've only read Infinity Gauntlet like once. I wonder how many stones that Adam Warlock had. I'm sure there's. Let me think about that for just a minute. It's gonna come to me any second. Just, yeah, don't worry about it. He had all 16 Infinity Stones. That was the correct answer. He had all of them. He wielded the Infinity Gauntlet first. That's right. Now I remember. Or was that after Thanos kind of did his all evil stuff? Stop cheating, but I'm not cheating. I'm just looking through my brain. That's all I'm doing. Looking through my brain and just going like, ooh, what are these secret knowledge buds I have here? And oh, let's pull that one out. Oh, look, it's the answer to your question. Yeah, I was writing taxes. Yeah, taxes. You know? Yeah, no, I'm not selling this very well. We're not gonna press that button. We're gonna press that button. Ha. Oh my god. And what AYC is kind of like Comic Con, but for Christians, and no comics unless someone brings the Action Bible. Oh my god, there's an Action Bible. Did I have the Action Bible? Oh wow, someone actually made like the Bible about superheroes. That is something. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, fun fact, back when I was in the more Christian community, I'm not anymore. The only Bible they gave me to read was the one that was like, this is way before whatever the hell this is. In the Marvel Comics continuity, prior to the multiverse reboots, pre-Secret War 2015, during which specific issue? Come on! Like, who the fuck knows that off the top of their head? I don't read Doctor Strange very much, so I have no way of knowing that actually. There is an Action Bible series. I believe it. I'm seeing it right now. The one I had when I was younger was very different. There's also a manga Bible. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Marvel premieres number 1, 1972, which story called The Shadow of Nightmare, written by Steve Englehart, illustrated by Frank Burner. Yeah, I am not caught up in any way, shape, or form to the old classic 70s books. Yeah, the first section of Bible. All right, cool. Good for you. Again, not really my thing, but I respect that you do it. Oh, God. I tried reading the real Bible once, and I just got so bored so right away because it was like, how many chapters are there of people begetting people? Why is this so weirdly detailed? I don't know. I have a weird relationship with Christianity and all that. Marvel's cosmic lore, the character known as the Strangers appeared multiple times with enigmatic motives. In Fantastic Four 1 of 76, the Stranger abducts several powerful cosmic beings. Oh my god, dude, your questions are impossible. Because you're asking questions about 70 comics that I have never read. What kind of essay question is this? It's about an 1880s mad scientist group. It has a lot of public domain classic books, sci-fi characters. Oh, okay, that's cool. What the fuck is this? in the Bible comic dinosaurs. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I know the one I had when I was younger was definitely what's what I'm looking for. Anyway, yeah, mine encapsulated the entire Bible and just very quickly summarized, which is fine. Like I was a kid, it was the way to get me to actually read the damn thing, because trying to read it by itself just bored me to tears. I could never get very far. I tried multiple times, but I could never get into it. I could never do it. The next fact, dude, you keep pulling from old comics I have no reference for. Richter displayed organizations in the park all immunes in time. As evolution reflect the thematic core. What? Where are you getting these questions? I feel like I'm like taking a test right now. Like a book report. I'll take pictures. I believe you, Fish Gag. I googled it. I know what they look like. You don't need to send it to me. Like I swear, you're picking like all the books I did 5,000 page test. Fuck that. I'm not getting great on this shit. I'm too old to be great on this shit. Hold on 1 second. That the creator worked on the Owl House. Okay, okay. I like that guy. That was like the original team that worked on Gravity Falls, right? They kind of split off, did their own thing. Okay, I just thought it was cool. I appreciate that, Fish Cake, but I think I'm okay with that seeing it. Ton Moon's well searching. Well, like I'm straight up admit, like your questions are too obscure for me, dude. Easier. I mean, try easier ones, see if I actually know it. But like, if you're pulling like 80s, 70s, 60s, like a very specific question about like issues and specific stuff like that, I'm not gonna get it. I didn't read comics back then. I was not alive, and I can't say I've really gone back and read a lot of the Golden Era stuff or Silver Era. It's 70s gonna be Silver Era. Because like it's one thing to even like have the nugget of knowledge, but to say like now explain the internal narrative and how it reflects the real world in this kind of way, it's like, dude, I would need to actually study the book to do that. I'm not getting enough off a casual glance. You know what I mean? At least when people ask you to do like book reports and stuff like that, they actually give you time with the book to come to your own conclusions. Who's your all-time favorite Marvel character and why? Okay, there we go. That's an answer. A question I can actually answer. I gotta go with the classic. I gotta go with Spider-Man. He was like the first superhero that I really got into. And I was kind of at that age by the time where I thought like, oh, superheroes are lame and that kind of stuff. And then I played the 2000 PS1 Spider-Man game. For those who remember what that is, a lot of you are probably too young to, or at least one of three of you is too young to know this. He probably lives next door. Probably not. That'd be very interesting. But yeah, so Spider-Man was always my favorite. He always will be my favorite. I'm a Peter Parker guy. I know a lot of people like Miles more, but I'm still with Peter. What is your favorite Marvel storyline or arc that you think everyone should read? That is a great question. Ooh, that's a really good question. The Immortal Hulk is, I think, one that you might need a little context to read, but if you can get on board with it, it's amazing. That's what I recommend everyone should read. Immortal Hulk's fucking great. You only read one Hulk book in your life. That's the one. You may have to look up some more stuff to catch up on a couple things, but which Marvel character villain do you think deserves more villain? Ooh, okay. That is a good question. Let me think about that one for a minute. Marvel villain do I think deserves more recognition? Damn, that's a really tough one. Give me a moment to think about that one. You know which one villain I liked that only appeared in one storyline, and I know I didn't come back because the storyline's kind of batshit, but I liked Ezekiel in the comics. I thought he was an interesting character. And then they killed him off in the early 2000s, and we just never seen him again. The only reference we've ever had of him was in the Madam Web movie, and that was not a good representation of Ezekiel. Now, the reason he hasn't come back is because he's tied in with all that stuff about, like, Spider Totem and prophecies and different Guardians and that kind of stuff. And, like, it was a weird magical time for Spider-Man, even though it was, like, the first Amazing Spider-Man arc that I read. Was when Ezekiel came in during JMS's run. Right after the Moreland arc, Madam Web movie. Yeah, the Madam Web movie was a dumpster fire, and we all kind of knew it. If you could crossover event with any characters from Marvel, what would it be, and what would the plot be? Like Marvel characters with each other, or are we including characters from other companies? If we're doing a multi-cast, I can think of one very quickly. I think would be interesting. Only Marvel. Okay. Okay. Only Marvel. Gotta try to pick an obscure one here. I'm gonna say... No, that wouldn't work, because that's DC. No, not that one either. Give me a moment to think. You stumped me on this one, Arkin. I can think of something. If you can create crossovers with any characters from Marvel, who would it be and what would the plot be? Okay. I'm gonna say this is gonna be kind of a weird one. It's not really fleshed out, but it'd be kind of cool if it worked. Is Hercules and Sleepwalker. Oh, good night, Fishcake. Thanks for hanging out. Sleepwalker is a pretty obscure character who I think deserves more recognition, so that's kind of one reason I won't bring into this. But I think since you have Hercules, who's kind of known for brute force, and Sleepwalker, who's more of a dreamlike character by design, I think the storyline include both of them in is that the character Nightmare has started to turn dreamlike structures into the real world. And they need actually more physical power to fight that off, while Sleepwalker tries to deal in the mental realm, like the dreamlike realm, and deal with that directly. I think there's some fun dichotomy there. I just feel like Sleepwalker should interact with more characters because he's barely in the comics now, and I would like to see more of him. But he's a character like no one but me knows. And whenever I bring him up, it's like, no, this is a real character that exists. Which Marvel superhero team do you think has the best chemistry? You can't beat the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four was the first. They're still one of the best, and they've always had the best chemistry of like any comic family of all time. That is my choice. Which I'm also excited to see the movie later this like next month, I think it is. Well, I'm trying to think of any other superhero team can come close, and the answer is kind of no. Even with all the iterations of the Avengers and the Champions and like I don't know, some fucking fighter people, I can't think of anyone that has like better natural chemistry than the Fantastic Four. Emma Frost, Gooners. Yeah, even the X-Men, I'd say carry way too much baggage with each other to really, I'd say, have the best chemistry. Fantastic Four has always been a unit. Like they were the first family, and they've remained that consistency through all these years. And I think that deserves a special place, special recognition, I should say. Yeah, Emma Frost in particular is just very sketchy person. Even when she's like, on the side of the angels, it's just kind of like, I don't know if we should trust her. If you're gonna choose one Marvel character to have a steamy night with, who would it be and why? Ooh, okay, that's a good one. Hmm. Who would I like to have a steamy night with? Mystique. Because you can do some. You can have a lot of fun with those powers. And quite frankly, that would be fun to explore. Which super do you think would be the best in bed, and what special power would they bring to the experience? Oh, Who would Mr. Fantastic? I think Reed Richards, honestly, just because of his unique abilities. Hey, you asked the question. Like, come on. A dude who can stretch any part of his body, like even the comics, I confirm he has used it for that explicit purpose. What are like sex questions? If you could create a Marvel themed adult film, what would the plot be? Which characters would star in it? I would put it with Emma Frost and Cyclops, with Wolverine being the bad boy that kind of steps into things while delivering a pizza, and then Cyclops figures out, but then they start kissing, making out, and then it turns into a threesome situation. Then G. Gray joins in, and they just have a weird orgy about it. Oh, okay. Uh, Hello to you too, Ekans. Okay. What? Whew. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Let's see. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Um, is this actually Ekans or is this someone like related to Ekans? Because if it is Ekans, I was kind of hoping for a hello first before we start going to demands. I'm very confused by this behavior right now. Who is this? And what's with the ambiguity? Okay. I don't know if they're still here. But that was kind of weird. Okay, well, moving on, I guess. And then actually on that night, I probably will have to head offline in a little bit, just because I got another fucking long day to prepare for tonight, and I want to try to get some rest in before I have to dedicate my day to once again moving around a lot of heavy stuff. Let's see. What is the name of the first mutant ever born according to Marvel lore? This one I actually know. Yeah, this one's Namor. Namor was the first mutant. Hello. How are you? It's Selene? Who the fuck is Selene? I'm gonna Google this. I don't know if I believe you. Comic lore says Namor, dude. If nothing else, he was the first mutant in Marvel's publication history. Okay, don't get me right, by the way, left fresh, my leg is fixed, back to work and study. Okay, there we go, there's Atkins. Scary for a second. Although technically it would be Apocalypse, actually. Or being semantic about it. I'm doing all right. It's been a rough ride the past month or so. I missed you over here. How you been? Okay. I see where you got Selene now. I see that. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I guess I was thinking publication history. Hey, Savage. Okay, everyone always comes in right before I'm about to leave. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Some of you guys haven't seen you all in a while, so feel free to chime in about your lives and tell me what's been going on. How are you on this fine Saturday? I don't want to bound anymore. Anyways, Archon, there's no need to mod this channel. You guys are enough to mod. All right, that's your choice. I respect it. How are you on this fine? I'm hanging in there, Savage. It's been a little while. Have you seen Wolverine the X-Men? If not, do not watch. I tried watching it. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. Good to see you guys again. It's been a while. How's your life? Are your legs better? What else has been going on? How's life? How are you? How's everyone feeling? We're going up, we're going down, we're going somewhere in between. Where are we going? I have no idea what I'm saying right now. I guess we're always having fun with it, right? Can I ask if you're doing okay? You low-key disappeared. Are you talking about me or Ekans? Because I want to make sure who that question's addressed to before I answer it. You, Michael. I mean, I've been online. I just have been kind of scatterbrained with it. Like I've been online at least 3 days a week. I can't always get on every night, but there's just been so much going on. And so much I've had to take care of in the last 2 weeks alone. That is just, and not to mention massive depression before that. It's just been a lot. And I haven't really had a chance to breathe very much. I haven't really stopped moving since last Monday. And I still got 3 fairly busy days ahead of me. Dealing with stuff I do not want to deal with, but it has to be done. I feel kind of bad because the question was for you, not me. It's all right. How did Michael's hair turn golden? I decided to actually grow it out a little bit. I'm still kind of trying it out. I actually bought a comb so I can actually like style it a bit more, so it doesn't look like just a a wet wig. But it's coming along. How are you, Ekans? I would also like to know the answer to that question. Because you also kind of disappeared for a little while. What's that, Bo? Yeah, I can see that. I'm still figuring out a style that works. Your hair looks really nice. Thank you, Savage. I appreciate that. Fuck you, Archon. Bro. I'm just fucking with you. You don't actually have to. I'm not actually. No, never mind. I don't know where I was going with that. It had an idea in place, but it didn't quite get there. So I'm going to abort it before it comes to term. There's a dark joke for the night. Or morning, I guess. Woohoo! Doing edgy material tonight. You know what I need? I just need a solid week or month where I'm still getting paid, but I can just take a sabbatical, you know? Get my shit together. Get my financial situation figured out. Get my everything back on track. Last week of school for me, and then 3-week holiday for me. But I'm sick of for the term this month. Oh Jesus, really? Goddamn. Would you ever borrow money for your dad? I would rather die than take anything from that man. There's no version of that where he wouldn't use that to try to break into a relationship with me that I don't want. And no version of that where he wouldn't use that to gain some kind of semblance of power. Is so fun. Yeah, Brianna's been really sick last week. It was last week, and I thought we knew it was viral, and I thought for sure I was gonna catch it, but somehow I never did. Daddy issues, I see. Yeah, I got some daddy issues, you can say. It's a long story, and he's earned my scorn. I cut him off a long time ago, and I have no desire to change that. And considering I don't think he's learned a goddamn thing, I don't intend to ever. Fair enough. Yeah. No. With your dad's anti-vaccine bullshit, he's not bald as far as I know. I think he's balding though. Your dad's vaccine denial crap is probably what got your mom killed. Yeah, you tend to hold that shit in. And then join a fucking dating service 10 days later. Man's a bastard. But I don't want to drag it down with that talk. He's anti-vax. Yeah, he's a full Trumper. Has really dug into the cult. So when all the COVID stuff happened, he was hook, line, and sinker about the whole thing. Lied to my mom about it too. Was that part also pissed me off because he said he got the vaccine, but I know he didn't. And then he got my mom sick. And then she recovered, but then she developed bacterial pneumonia, which apparently is very common after a COVID infection. And that is what deteriorated the rest. Yep. No, he's a bastard. Also gave away my childhood dogs without telling anybody. It had the balls to invite me to his wedding. It's second marriage. There's always a pawn shop they can go to. True. Pawn shops are an option. It's not exactly option A, but yeah, that's a fair point though. I should probably look at stuff like that. I could probably sell some crap. I just have a really bad cough, but yeah, I'm fine mostly. Is that what's been going around? Okay, because I know Brianna just had that same problem last week, and I was worried. But she looks fine now. There's a time poor girl couldn't eat or drink anything without immediately throwing it back up. It was bad. We had to go take an emergency trip to the pharmacy to get some drugs for it, which sucks because only 24-hour pharmacy for me is a fair drive away. And this could not wait till morning. Yeah. When I say I've been dealing with shit lately, I've been dealing with... Oh, something hit me. What you got? What hit you? Who are we attacking? Who's attacking us? Explain. Yes, my questions as well. Like, hit you where? Hit you how? I have a memory from when I was in school, high school, when I would rent dorms and sell it to other students for a higher price. That's smart. Little capitalistic overlord there, slumlord, or just landlord. Hmm. There you go. I was not that entrepreneurial as a kid. Kind of wish I was, but I always hated sales and I always hated feeling like I was taking advantage of people. You guys got dorms in high school? I don't necessarily the high school had dorms so much as Archon rented dorms. You remember the college stocks and doorknobs? Yes, I remember what that is. Oh no, you just go to a fancy ass high school apparently. Okay. Cool, fine. My family would go to a pawn shop all the time. We had no money. Yeah, no, it's actually a pretty decent idea. I should look into that. See what shit I can sell. And for what. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Mm. I really need the next 2 weeks of break that's coming up next week. Mm. God, I need that so badly. I'm trying to think of what I could sell that would actually get the money that it's worth. Because it's a pawn shop, they're meant to undersell you. I don't know why, but it's giving Goth from Name of the Wind. What is giving you Gothal, whatever the hell that name is? Metal Detector Beach, vacation plus money equals happy, go Vegas, gamble, rinse, repeat. Yeah, because everyone wins big at the casinos. It's not like it's not specifically designed to make it difficult to win anything and just convince you to keep trying again and again and again, so you'll gamble all your money away. I tried gambling once in Vegas. I think I lost 50, got back 25. Quoth. Okay. What is Quoth in this context? It's a book series. Ah, okay. That's why I don't recognize it. Is it good? Did I tell the story before? It wouldn't surprise me if I did. Name of this so good. Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's my list. I'm sorry, Archon. I'm tired and sometimes I repeat myself and I forget what I've told you guys. I mean, we've been doing streaming now for what? December, January, February, March, April, May, June, like almost 7 months. So, like, sometimes stories are going to repeat themselves. That's okay. We move on and forward as best we can. It's Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Ah, that's a great one. Beneath the Trees is a fucking fantastic book. You guys haven't read it. Recommend. The audiobook is on Spotify and Audible for what I know. Okay, maybe I'll look into it when I get a chance. I don't have a lot of time for books. Just reading all the comic books I have to read in 1 week kind of takes up a lot of my time. Like, was it yesterday or the day before? I had to like read 3 books and then wrote 3 scripts the following day. After I had a long day. What did you eat for din din? Michelle? Gross. What did I have? I think I had Wayne's from my favorite barbecue place. Because I feel like, you know what? I've earned this shit. Should I be spending money on DoorDash? No. Am I going to anyway? Yep. I wish I wish I was the prime minister of our country. I would have changed the whole country into a good one. Oh yeah, genuine question. What would you have done if you were prime minister? Din din word sounds funny for no reason. It does sound fun. It is also fun to say. Oh god. Oh. Ugh. Mm. One benefit to next semester that I'm looking forward to is that I don't have to wake up early every day anymore. I only need to wake up early one day a week. And the rest I can at least sleep in until like 11, which is already a huge difference for me. There's some days where, you can sleep in until 10, sometimes 11, but sometimes you gotta wake up at like 9 and blah, 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 blah. Wayne's Hot Boy plus beef brisket. Ooh, that sounds good. I would have ended the social atrocities, annihilate caste discrimination in India, have major employment programs, run and make more educational institutions, and work in favor of humanity. Man, that sounds all pretty good. I imagine that'd be hard to do, but definitely fantastic if you could pull it off. Because I know people in power do not like those systems of power being upended without their approval. Unfortunately, having that kind of power is not simply like flipping the switch and suddenly like, okay, well, it's all solved now. Wish it was that easy. It'd be great if it was that easy. But hey, like, if you ever get become prime minister and you make that work, fucking fantastic. All the power to you. And I mean that genuinely. I'm not being sarcastic. Y'all ever feel users are passing faster and faster? Fun fact about that Archon, yes, they are. Or at least the way you perceive them definitely is. Time moves faster the older we get. So that's why years go by faster and faster every year. Like you blink your eyes and it's August, like from January to August. Yeah, it's because your brain is basically fast forwarding things a little bit. But I would lower taxes. We have some of the highest tax brackets, and I would lower gas prices the fuck down. Made Aussie keep most of its natural resources out, selling to all of them out. Again, a positive solution. I don't know how like that government works necessarily, but I imagine that would also be a big hurdle to cross if you could pull it off. No, Archon, I have a 5-year plan, which is well planned sociopolitically. I'll take your word for it, Ekans. A good way to save money is to buy all your food from the Great Value brand. Yep, that's also an alternative way to do it. Hey, everyone. Hey, Daniel. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know, but it feels like 2019 was last year, but 6 damn years ago. Yep. I would also start nuclear power in Australia. We have all the recourses, but idiots running our country are refusing to use it. That sucks. It feels like Obama was just president. I know. I kind of wish you could go back to the times. Like Obama was never my favorite president. Like he was definitely one of the better ones, but he still did a lot of he did still some fucked up shit on his own. I had good intentions as far as I can tell. I would increase more taxation of the top 10% population of India and the equitable share. It would help the FDI growth and development. Yes, that would true. That'd be true. You would. I don't know how India is about lobbyists. In fact, I know nothing about how the Indian government works, so I should not really say anything as if I understood it, because I don't, and realistically, probably not going to. Once again, I'm just gonna say, if you can pull it off, fucking great, do it. Take those son of a bitches down. Fuck them all. But not in a harmful way, FBI, if you're watching. What are we doing this TV? MAGA. Oh, God, MAGA people. Pain in my existence. MAGA without Trump. I don't even think that's possible. Like, MAGA and Trump are pretty synonymous. MAGA would not exist without Trump. Okay, guys. I think I might call it a night at this point. You got to get ready to bed pretty soon, unfortunately. I will not be on the next couple days or next. I might be on tomorrow. I don't know. It depends how exhausted I am by the time I get home. India has. Hold on. Let me read. Stop. Archon. India has a wild income or wealth disparity respective to its population. Top 10% holds 70% of all wealth in India. 90% of the population have to suffer with 30% of the wealth. Yep, sounds familiar. It's actually a pretty good government system. I'll take word for it. All right. I'm going. Good night, everybody.